A little boy ran up to you with tears in his eyes. "Listener, Kimura hit me," he cried. You sighed and took his hand as he rubbed his eye. Kimura was close behind as she tried to defend herself. "I did not! Iwasaki ran into me!" she yelled back. "Hey!" They both went silent as he squatted down to look them in the eye. "What happened? Iwasaki, you go first." I was running and Kimura put her arm out and she hit me," he spluttered. Okay. I think you may have accidentally run into her. Though you shouldn't be running in the classroom, should you? He shyly shook his head, to which you patted it. "It's okay. You two apologize to each other, then you go back playing," you said, standing up. They both apologized and ran off, you telling them to slow down as they did. "Little troublemakers again?" A soft voice from behind you. Oh, no, just a little bump," you grinned, watching the 2 second graders play and run around. "They never slow down, do they?" Fuyumi snickered. "Apparently not. They're gonna come back to me in 10 minutes with another complaint, though." I wouldn't doubt it." You turned to your coworker and froze up a bit. She was always so pretty. Her white hair was so silky when it framed her face, and her gray eyes were so gentle-looking. She was breathtaking. Even if you've been teaching with her for the past 2 years, it never failed to amaze you. "Everything okay?" "Yeah, the kids are just so wild, though. It'd be nice to have that energy throughout the day," you laughed. "That would be nice." She turned away as you heard her giggle. It seemed like she was trying to cover up her laughter. "What are you laughing at?" you questioned. It's just when you talk like that, it seems like you're so old," she laughed. Your mouth opened in offense, but you couldn't help but laugh along. You set your head on your desk and shook it. "You're so mean, Fuyumi!" "All I did was state the obvious, old fart." You rolled your eyes at her nickname and retorted back. "Yeah, you call me that when you're a year older than me. Makes so much sense," you say sarcastically. "Yep." "Oh, no, I have to get back to my students." "Oh, wait a minute," you stopped her. "You want to go out to get some coffee after work?" Her mouth curved up into a smile at those words and nodded. With that, she bounded out of the classroom as if she were a kid. Your gaze lingered on the door for a few moments before returning back to your desk. "God, I wish she was mine," you thought. You jolted up a bit as you realized you sounded like a crazy person when you thought that. You're not crazy. Maybe? After class. While Fuyumi finished packing up papers for the kids, you knocked on the doorframe to let her know you were there. The last kid from her 3rd grade class was packing up when they saw you and ran over. Listener! They shouted. "Hey, kiddos," you smiled. "When are you going to teach class again? We miss you!" "Well, when Miss Todoroki has to leave again, I just might," you winked. "Yay! Can you come play with us until the bus comes?" "I don't think I have time to play, but," you said, reaching into your pocket and pulling out a sucker for each of them. "You can eat these while you wait outside. Got it?" They nodded happily, hugging you, and grabbed their bags. They bolted out of the door, yelling and shouting about how excited they were to see you again. You stood up and walked to Fuyumi's desk. "They sure seem to like you," she teased. "Yeah, well, maybe it's because I'm fun." She gave you a light smack from your remark and sighed. You put your hands up in defense as she tried to smack you again. Hey, no smacking!" "I will karate chop you," you warned. You balanced on one foot and raised your arms. "Oh my, you are such a child." "You need to make up your mind, ma'am. You called me old earlier, and now you're calling me a child? You're so indecisive," you said, clicking your tongue. That earned another smack from her. Okay, I give up," you laughed. "You ready?" Let's go, old fart." "Hey!" As you both walked outside, you saw the clouds that were painted with a dark gray color. That would be a problem. Damn, it looks like it's about to rain," you commented. She nodded in agreement. That means we'll have to reschedule, she sighed sadly. We don't have to. We can always go through the drive-thru and sit in my car in the parking lot and watch the rain, you suggested. Ah, that sounds fun. Are you sure it won't be a problem? Yeah, it's fine. I'll drop you off at your house after. You really don't have to, she protested. You were already opening the door for her. She bowed as a thank you and hopped in. You talked and laughed on the way to get your drinks, then headed to the park where you watched the rain pour down on your sunroof window. You reclined your seats and drank your coffees as you sat in the sounds of the rain tapping on the sunroof. It had been a while since the two of you had hung out at all, seeing that you were busy with all of your teacher duties. Wow, Fuyumi spoke up. It's already past 5. I should be heading home. You sat up and saw it was, in fact, 5 p.m. You apologized for taking so much of her time, but she reassured you that it was okay and that she had a nice time. The drive to her house was filled with comfortable silence. It had never been awkward between the two of you, even if you didn't talk. Oh, before I take you home, do you want to stop and get some soba? Sure, I can pay since you've already drove me around, she offered. Nope, it's okay, I got it. But, shh, I got it. You smiled in victory, knowing she wouldn't argue any further. After a quick stop to get soba, you parked in front of her house and gave her a package of soba. She thanked you, and she was about to make a run for the door to prevent herself from getting soaked in the rain. However, you were already outside with your coat over her door. She was shocked by the action, but quickly got out and headed for the door. You followed behind with the coat raised in your bag in your hand. You both made it under the overhang in the door. You were pretty soaked from the downpour. Oh, you're soaked, she worried. I'll be okay. You get inside before you get wet and all. You motioned her to the door and smiled. She knocked on the door, which Shoto answered. You smiled as a greeting, and he bowed and returned the gesture. Why are you all wet? He asked. I didn't want her to get wet, so I used my coat. Oh, here, you said as you lowered the coat and handed him a bag. It's cold. I know you're not a big fan of hot soba. You really didn't have to do that. Thank you, listener, he bowed. No problem. I'll see you tomorrow at work, Fuyumi. You nodded. She hugged you, to which she pulled back with surprise. Hey, you're gonna get all wet, you gasped. She, however, didn't let go. She hugged you until you hugged back. I had a good time, she sighed happily. I hope we can do this again. She let go and disappeared, returning with the towel. She draped it over your shoulders and grinned. Good night, listener. Good night, Fuyumi. Hey everyone, this was so cute and I loved it so much. I don't understand why there are no FuyumiXReaders. I don't know, I've looked, but honestly I think they're kind of they're hard to find. I'm so thankful for the fiction creator on Wattpad. Please go check her out. It will be in the description, the link, pinned comment, and one of my newest community posts. Please, please, please go check her out. She's amazing. She's the sweetest human being on earth I've ever met online. So please, please, please go check her out. Honestly, don't know what I would do without her. She also made the channel icon, if you didn't know. But this was so cute and kind of tugged at my heartstrings. Ugh, Fuyumi is so sweet and so adorable. And even in the show and the manga, she wants to keep her family together, which is just so amazing and so sweet. And I've already said that a bunch of times. So finally, I'm going to finish the schedule. The schedule will be I upload either every Thursday or Friday. Thursday to Friday or Friday without fail. And hopefully I can do live streams during the weekends. Usually if I have something I want to do or something like that, or someone gives me a suggestion or anything. I primarily do polls and stuff on my community tab now. So please make sure you're updated so then you don't miss any polls. Again, I made the thumbnail for this video. I hope you guys like the artwork and like the speed paint run while I read. Hope you like that kind of video because I want to do those most of the time. Usually I have time and usually I do them over the weekend, so hopefully I can do those for every video. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, with everything said and done, don't forget I'm the Lady Otaku and have a wonderful day, night, evening, whenever you're watching this. Goodbye. Love you guys.